I get asked about motivation a lot. In fact, I get questions about how to be better motivated so often that I'm convinced that motivation's not the issue for most of us. What we really want is what comes from the results of taking action. The answer isn't about motivation or being more disciplined. It comes from having the right mindset to take action on the things that are most meaningful to you. And the only way to get to this point comes from the practices that make up an optimal brain state and positive psychology. When we operate more optimally, discipline is our default. We perform at our peak and motivation doesn't matter. So how do we get to this state? These are 7 regular practices to build a routine around, and they are what creates a more optimal brain state. Number 1 is setting goals and a vision. I wish people would more often set goals because it's only about 15% of the population that actually sets regular goals. And when we have a goal that we're actively working towards that aligns with a bigger vision that we want for our life, we can do incredible things. Having a vision and clear goals elevates your sense of purpose. So this helps to fulfill that existential slice of your deep health. Number 2 is having a regular mindfulness practice. Spend 5 to 10 minutes a day turning inwards and focusing on your thoughts or letting your mind go completely clear. This practice can help to clear your mind and find a more calm state, which is essential to being able to operate from an optimal brain state and also helps to manage mental fatigue. While a bit longer than 10 minutes may be more beneficial, as the research would suggest for meditation, I think this is a great starting point to see if it's going to work as a regular practice for you. Number 3 is to build resilience. Challenge yourself by doing hard things. We can accomplish a lot more than we give ourselves credit for, and by doing hard things and building resilience, it allows us to also tolerate the other stressors in our life. Number 4 is to foster gratitude. Have a regular gratitude practice. I like to go with 3 things each day that I'm grateful for, focusing on the past, present, and future. By turning into these different slices of time, we don't always just focus on the simple, regular things like the cup of coffee that we've got near us. And instead, we also look at those highlight reel moments in our lives, as well as what we're looking forward to with that vision that we've set. So it builds a more complete gratitude practice, which is also going to help to develop optimism in yourself. Number 5 is to find focus and flow. Deep work helps us to get more out of the things that are most meaningful to us with the projects and tasks that we have to get done. And we can only find flow when we are immersed completely in the present moment without distractions. So this is twofold, a very powerful way to hone a more optimal brain state, as well as find that greater sense of meaning and fulfillment from the work that you do. Make sure that you turn off all distractions and stay immersed. Start with a 15 to 20 minute deep work session and build up from there as you gain the ability to not get distracted. Make sure that you are always focusing on just one task at a time. Number 6 is to be self-compassionate. Life is hard, and doing challenges or training your optimal brain state, trying to get better and improve, is going to sometimes not work for you. You're going to fall off the wagon, you're going to face challenges. The best thing that we can do to continue forward and make progress is to remember these challenges and also give ourselves the time to rest and recover when we need it. I like to use the reverse productivity method, which means before I schedule any of those deep work sessions in my week or any other tasks that I have to get done, I make sure that I set aside the 1 or 2 hours a week that I'm going to do something that promotes that self-compassion, recovery, and relaxation that helps me to recharge. Take that me time to rest and recover, and know that the journey to becoming outstanding is a long one, It's not a sprint, so always allow room for that recovery. Number 7 is to reflect and plan forward. It's good to build a cadence of accountability within yourself so that you can look back on what progress you've already made and what you're looking forward to in the future, especially when you have clear goals and a vision aligned for yourself. You need to have that accountability and regular check-in process in order to make sure that you're staying on track and that you're pushing at the optimal level. This, more than trying to be extra motivated or disciplined, is really the key to continuing on and making progress long term. So find a frequency that works best for you. For me, it's about setting about half an hour each Sunday morning to look back on the week that just passed and look ahead to what's coming up in the next couple of weeks so that I make sure that I'm on track, because it's that continuous progress that gives us that sense of meaning and helps to hone the optimal brain state. These 7 practices are what helps some people thrive under pressure while others fold under the slightest inconvenience in their lives. Make sure that you work on practicing and implementing these. Try which ones work best for you and incorporate those into a regular routine. And if you want further help and accountability with these 7 practices, join the 7-day optimal brain states challenge that I just put together in the Finding Flow Substack. This is our community where we talk about flow and high performance and how to live that high flow lifestyle. And if you want to join in on the challenge week, it's going to give you further actions, challenges, as well as daily reflections to take to do these 7 practices and get the most out of them. Throughout the challenge, you'll get the accountability and support of me as your coach. And this is a way to help you find focus and clarity, as well as greater resilience to stick to those practices throughout the challenge and beyond. So I'll include the link to the introduction to the challenge week in the description below. That's how you can learn more about this challenge, as well as what to expect, and see everything that's going on over in the Finding Flow community.